Hey guys, welcome back. I hope all of you guys are doing good. Stay home, stay safe. And today we have the Realme 6i and we're going to talk about this smartphone later. First, we need to talk a little bit about the Realme 6 because this smartphone is directly related to this smartphone. The only problem I see with this smartphone is the competition, because on this price segment you get the highly popular Samsung M series and the Poco series like the Poco X2, and now we have the M2 Pro and the Redmi Note 9 Pro, Pro Max, Motorola One Fusion. There are a lot of good smartphones there. So that's what I thought. Realme has done something with the 6i. They brought the good things of the Realme 6 with slightly underpriced. You know, those who want to get in the Realme ecosystem and they like the higher refresh rate smartphone. So technically now this smartphone, the Realme 6i, is going to be the cheapest smartphone with the higher refresh rate. So we'll talk about that later. So this is the Realme 6i. You have seen the box content. You get all the good stuff in the box. Now here is the phone itself. So first thing you will notice is that obviously there is a new color. This is Eclipse Black and it takes a lot of fingerprints. And in fact, I have even scratched my phone just by keeping them on my pocket. So that's one of the problem. You know, when you go with a plastic back panel phone, you can see there are some deep marks here which I have got on my phone. So again, you can apply some good skins or you can just use the case provided on the box. Okay, so here's the Realme 6, here's the Realme 6i. You can see both phones are almost similar. The camera layout and the ring on the camera, more or less everything is exactly same. Also, just to tell you for your information, the Realme 6i has exactly same dimension as the Realme 6. Even the weight is completely similar. And about the layout, you get the side mounted fingerprint sensor, which is again very fast. Here's the SIM tray. It takes 2+1, like 2 SIM card, both dual 4G VoLTE and one SD card, which can take up to 256 gigabytes. This is the volume button. Bottom, USB Type-C, 20-watt charger you will get on the box, and it supports up to 30 watt. And a single speaker, headphone jack. That's it. That's about the phone overview. You get a very big earpiece grill. Now speaking about the display, first let's talk about the quality itself. Then we will come to the high refresh rate. Now this has a 6.5 inches Full HD Plus display. It has a single punch hole camera into the display. Now being an LCD, it has both pros and cons. The pros is it is more durable as compared to the AMOLED one. You know, we have seen on almost all the top tests, AMOLED phones fail generally. LCD panels are more solid. Okay, but in terms of quality, it won't be as much sharper as the AMOLED. But here again, the brightness is 480 nits, which is again perfectly acceptable on this price segment. I don't see any problem. You know, I went outside and I tried to view the screen and I'm perfectly able to view the display. I mean, I'm not comparing with the AMOLED. Definitely if you compare with the AMOLED, you get slightly better effect there. But being LCD here, this display is very bright. Colors and contrast are very sharp. So I don't have any problem with the display quality itself. Now guys, let's talk about the refresh rate. You know, see, this is very important. From 2019, we have seen high refresh rate phones are coming. Even now we have the 144 Hertz display available on the ROG Phone 3. So if you haven't used the high refresh rate phone, let me tell you my experience. Okay, if I jump from 60 to 90, I won't notice difference as much as I feel when I switch from 60 to 120, because it is just double, so I can easily see the difference in fluidity. Yes, on the 90 Hertz, the display will be more fluid. You know, if you're just casually browsing and trying to read stuff and opening minimizing application, that will be very fast, but it will be not as fast 60 to 120. Okay, so definitely there will be benefits of switching from 60 to 90. Not even today, but on the coming days, maybe by the next year, when most of the applications, like all the manufacturers, they're trying to bring high refresh rate, then there will be advantage. So moving further, let's talk about the performance of this phone. So about the specs, this phone comes in two RAM variant, the 4 and 6, and the processor, there is a Helio G93 processor, which we have seen on the older Realme 6. So you get the same performance. And about the G93 performance, I try to play PUBG for around 40 minutes, and you can see the PUBG setting that you get. And I played on the smooth ultra combination like always, which is available, and it works well. And I don't see any frame drop. And also I try to monitor the temperature too, like after playing more than for half an hour, especially about the 2 games. If you play completely 1 to 2 games, is there any heating issues? Not. First, there is no frame drop at all on the setting that I played. Okay, there will be no problem so far. Device works perfectly and there's no heating issues so far. You know, after playing for more than 40 minutes, device temperature has been increased by around 4 to 5 degrees, which is perfectly okay. And in general, device performance is really very great. As you can see, I have just opened lot of application, and so far it's okay. Like if you go with the 6 GB, you get slightly better memory management, and mine is just 4, so it works well. Application sometimes refreshes because it is 4 gigs of RAM. So if you just try to open lot of application, there will be some issues, but there is no lag so far. Device works perfectly. And here is the Antutu score just for your reference. Pretty high number, 283K is very decent score for this price. And this is the Geek benchmark. So you can see the memory management again is very cool, and the scores are also very cool. Let's talk about the camera too. You get the quad camera setup here. Now what's the difference here? First, you're not going to get a 64 megapixel. It comes with a 48 megapixel Samsung GM2 sensor. And the secondary camera is the 8 megapixel ultra wide, followed by you have a 2 megapixel macro. Then you have a 2 megapixel BW lens, or you can say it helps in taking better portrait. Now about the camera quality, since we have seen this camera sensor is not tuned, it is being used on so many Realme smartphones and other smartphones too. So with time to time, there's a lot of updates being done, a lot of improvements being done to improve the camera quality. So it is typical Samsung sensor. You get the photos slightly vibrant, and it looks good for the social media. Not completely natural like the one you get on the Sony. And for the some color, there's some issues, like especially for the orange color I see. It's never perfect. It's not able to see all the details perfectly. Otherwise, on the broad daylight, it does fine. Even on the indoor, it takes nice photo because the Samsung sensor is very old now. Like I told you, it's been optimized a lot. Speaking about the low light photographs, especially the complete night when I took photograph just after the rain. So without night mode, you can see there will be a lot of noises there, but you have a night mode option. If you just it takes around 4 to 5 seconds, and it removes most of the noise there, and photos look much better on the complete night mode. About the video capabilities, yes, you can do film videos in the 4K 30 frames per second. There won't be any video stabilization. Company said there is a UIS, but there will be some shakiness. So if you're trying to film a still video, prefer 4K. Otherwise, go to the 1080p 30 frames per second. So here's the quick selfie that I have taken. Actually, I've disabled both the beautification effect, so it just comes natural. And about the portrait, you will see some issues here, like the hair smoothing has been done. So hopefully this can be improved with the software updates. This phone comes with a 4300 milliamps battery, and on the box you get a 20-watt charger, but it can support up 30-watt charger like said by the company. Okay, so here is my just recent usage. I charged this phone around 24 hours ago, and on the 19% battery left, I have around 7 hours of screen on time, so I can definitely make up to the 8 hours. And my power usage is completely like mixed one. I try to play games, I took a lot of photos, Twitter, Instagram, watching videos on the YouTube, so Chrome also, and typically on the YouTube studio. So I spent a very good amount of time in this phone. So battery backup is really very cool about this phone. But yeah, you get just only 20-watt charger, which is, I guess, on the price, it's perfectly okay. And here is also a quick look on the software. Actually, this is a default launcher. There is no Google Now feeds, but you can just give a shortcut with the Google application. You can just move it here, and here you get your Google feeds, which is okay. And it comes with the Android 10 based Realme UI 1.0. So also you can see the phone is very fluid, it's very fast, and the storage also stuffs are there. There are some pre-installed application which most of them you can easily disable, but not all application you can uninstall or disable it. For example, this browser application, I have disabled it, but still it shows me notification. I don't know from where it's showing me notification. I'm just turning off, it's again showing me notification. Maybe this could be a bug, it can be fixed. So but so far I haven't seen any ads so far, and the UI is very smooth. And all the extras, this phone has a sort of P2I coating. That means phone is sort of splash proof, so you can check out the Realme 6 durability in a splash test. I dipped the phone on for the 5 minutes, and it does very well. Okay, anyway guys, that's been it. This is the Realme 6i full review and my complete thoughts. Do let me know your thoughts also. When compared to the Realme 6, I don't see there is a lot of compromise being done, because most of things are remain same, and camera is again very decent, just 48 megapixel and proven sensor with lot of updates and optimization. This camera is again very good. Okay, and you just get the 20-watt charger in the box. I guess it's going to take half an hour more compared to 30 watts, so that's not a big deal. Depends on you. If you want to save money and cut those extra stuff, the Realme 6i is again very good option. Okay, so thank you so much guys. This is Saurabh. Have a great day.